Mount Everest is in the border of Nepal and China. Reaching 29,029 feet above sea level, Mount Everest is the highest mountain on Earth. Everest, 5.5 vertical miles of ice rocks and snow. In winter season, temperature goes to 4 to -60. In summer, 10 feet of snow can fall on the slopes on a single day. Mount Everest attracts experienced mountaineers as well as less seasoned climbers who typically enlist guides known as Sherpas. Sherpas are the natives of Nepal who work as guides for the mountaineers. Managed to do it. There is no height, no depth that the spirit of man, guided by higher spirit, cannot attain. The conquest of Everest by Tenzing and Edmund Hillary was one of the greatest achievements in the history of mankind. The two mountaineers had to risk their lives to achieve that success. Our lesson, The Summit, is a slightly adapted excerpt from the book The Ascent of Everest, written by Sir John Hunt. Sir Edmund Hillary's own words tells us how the summit of Everest was reached. Summit means the top of the Everest. On May 28, there were 6 men at Camp 8 on the South Col. Edmund Hillary, Tenzing, George Low, Alfred Gregory, and the 2 Sherpas named Pemba and Agnyama. Sherpas are the natives of Nepal who work as guides and helpers for the mountaineers. Hillary and Tenzing woke up early. They heated and drank large quantities of lemon juice. They ate the last tin of sardines on biscuits. They removed the ice off their oxygen seats and rechecked and tested them. Hillary heated his wet shoes over the flame of Primus stove and softened the shoes. Over their down clothing, they wore their windproof. They wore 3 pairs of gloves, silk, woolen and windproof. Hillary and Tenzing reached the crest where a snow bump was formed at about 28,000 feet. From here, the ridge narrowed to a knife edge. First, Hillary took the lead. The soft snow was difficult and dangerous because it was slippery. It could not bear the weight of Hillary and gave way suddenly. On their way, Hillary found 2 oxygen bottles in a tiny hollow. They had been left there on earlier attempts by Evans and Baudouin. The ridge was difficult to climb. There were giant cornices on the right and deep rocks of snow on the left. They had to cut around many humps one after another. Time was passing and the ridges seemed never ending. So Hilary and Tenzing lost hope and their original jest was fading away. Indeed, the journey was too difficult and hard till they reached the summit. When Hilary and Tenzing reached the top of the summit, their first feeling was a sense of relief because they had no more steps to cut, no more ridges to climb, and no more humps of snow to tantalize them. They had nothing but a feeling of great success. They shook hands, they hugged and thumped each other on their back. They were almost breathless. Hilary and Tenzing accomplished their task of climbing Mount Everest. In other words, they proved that there is nothing but hard work and persistence leads to success. Hilary said the ridge had taken them 2.5 hours, but it seemed like a lifetime. But success was just a few steps ahead of them. Dear students, moral of this lesson is hard work and diligence are the two sides of the coin success.